Hello YouTube, welcome back to a, wait, let's start again. Ow! Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, FIFA 23 video, our first FIFA 23 video, first FIFA 23 video of the year, may I add, and it seems we've not got a lot of coins, we do have a fair amount I guess. We've got about 150k because we've got about 50k worth of players selling here and about 30k of bids that I bid on last night because I was trying to do anchor trading and it just didn't work. But all of these players, whenever all our bids on these players, I'm on about 150k, which I would say is pretty good considering yesterday I was only on 80k, I think. So yeah, basically. And then, so we're going to show you a trading method, filter, something, whatever. So yeah, let's just start from scratch here. So this is so we're doing the gold hunter trading. Okay. I would be doing shadow, but if you're on an old generation console, you cannot do shadow trading. It's literally impossible. So because the market is much slower, and even that half a second slower that you see the players, you still can't see them fast enough. So hunt trading is a lot less competitive. So I don't know why I'm telling you this because I'm making loads of money from it, but whatever. I'd love to help you guys out. So what you want to do is go to gold rare. You want to put on hunter, just like this. You want to go to about 900. It probably won't get more than that. Like, you want to go as high as possible for the max price. But I'll show you in a second. So basically, let's go 1.2k for max price, and then max buy now can be anything, and then just leave it. Then you search, go to the 59th minute, and keep in mind 1.2k price. Yeah. So if you go to what we want at the 59th minute is 1 or 0 players over the hour mark. You can see at the bottom it says 47 minutes, now it says 48 minutes, now it says 49 minutes, that's 50 minutes. So when we get to the end, it's going to say like hours and 2 hours and 3 hours, wherever it says, or days. So what you want to do is make sure there's only 1 over the hour or 0 over the hour. And as you can see, well, we're almost there. As you can see, we are at the hour mark, and there is loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of players over the hour, which means we need to get them down. So we need to take down the price of we need to take down the max price that we put on and make it a more reasonable price, like even though like to 900. Yeah. So let's go down to 900. So I fixed this filter. So there was like a few players that were that had a bid because his starting price over there. So if it has a bid lower than 900, or they're all going to pop up under here. And if one pops up over the hour, you want to bid on it, put it just to 950. It's only 950 coins anyway. So yeah, right now actually there's a few players that have gone over the hour, but here's that would have been a 2k snipe right there. I was just not on it, but wow, a lot of people have decided to mess up the filter. Whatever, we'll just bid on these guys, get them to 950 there. So and what this does is exclude them from the filter. You don't want to go any lower than 900. So let's go 950 here. Because if you go lower than 900, then you won't get, like, I don't think you get 83s, so, and you want to get 83s popping up. That one just bid on for 1.8k. Alright, so now all there's going to be is Morata over the hour. Okay, so now let's go back into it. Go to the 59th minute, and and when we get to the 59th minute, which is in 3 pages, I think, 2 pages, 1 page, there we go. And now we're at the 59th minute now, and I think that's a deal. I don't know, that's probably not a deal because it was on the market for ages. Whatever, we'll see. So yeah, now what we want to do is, because there's only one, can you see, there's only one person over the hour mark, and here's 59 minutes. So now the filter's going to work. So what you want to do is press compare price, and then back out. So compare, which is X on Xbox, don't know what it's on PlayStation, but X and then B. So compare price, back out. It says at the bottom what your control is going to be. And I know from knowledge that's not a deal, so we're not going to pick that up. But so how the process works for this method is you go into this filter, you look at plays, you search out their price, you realise it's like a deal, whatever. You like, it's a good buy. I know that's a good buy from knowledge. It's an okay buy. It's not a good buy. It's an okay buy. So yeah, so you basically learn the prices as you go. So basically, I already know that this Martial with a striker will sell for 2.4k probably, or 2.5k maybe. With the left mid card, with the position change costs money, yeah. And with the left, Martial's a bit different because left mid for some reason costs way more. So you know, why not take the profit? So like before, I had one pop up. I had a Martial pop up in the left mid for about 2k. I bought it, sold it for 3.9k. So that's a bit of profit right there, isn't it? And same with the centre forward. Doesn't go from as much, but again, it's a position change, not to its normal striker card. So it's going to cost more money. So I know from previous knowledge that these two aren't deals. I know Justin Martin's definitely not a deal. This is about where Saka's price is. So pretty much every play that pops up, you go check their price on Footbin, and if their price, let's say Saka on Footbin was about 3.5k, you won't want to buy this Saka. 3.7k, obviously you would buy the Saka, but if it was like 3.4, 3.3, you would still buy the Saka, especially if there's a right wing, if there's a position change on the card, you definitely want to buy it. If it's quite, you know, if it's quite low, if it's quite a low price, like let's say on Footbin you check the price and he is 3.2k, yeah, but this one has a right wing and a hunter, so it's even more. So 3.2k, you would definitely buy this, but he's not 3.2k, he's about 2.5k maybe. So yeah, basically you keep comparing price and backing out, and then you wait for some deal to come up. I know this Gakpo's a deal. Unfortunately, he's gone. I'm not surprised. Obviously, this Ferran Torres would be a deal, but he's definitely gone. And with most plays, at the start, it's also good if you like predict if they go for a lot. If you have like no knowledge whatsoever, you want to make sure you build up the knowledge. But if you know, like this Daka, for example, he's got 90 pace, he's surely like usable. Then you want to get him for about 1.8k because he's not the best, but he's still very meta. Like if for a starter team, but I don't think that's a deal because there are a lot of good options this year. So you need to be careful. Let's say you see like a few players, like for example, who did we just see before? We saw someone before. Let's think about someone here. Gakpo, for example. He's got a really good card. You can see here he's got a really good card, but he's very cheap because he is from the Eredivisie. So some players are going to be cheaper than others for no simple reason than their league or they're just not favourable. Maybe they're not good in game. So you just need to make sure that you're doing it right. I mean, this Martial's a deal. Fortunately, I missed him. Pulisic is a deal there. I got him that time around. Rodrigo is not, but he's a very common player that pops up sometimes at a very good price. So you want to be wary of Rodrigo. Check his price, and he probably I think right now he sells for about 8.7k with the hunter. Right, that one's right there. Malin definitely sells for about 2.8k. Saw them very regularly for 2.8k. So yeah, when you've bought a player, you bought loads of players, you go into your unassigned, which is down here. Let's go into unassigned now. We only bought 3 players there. We've got a few players selling here as well. And when you're in the other side, you want to head over to the transfer market. So I've got Pulisic here with a right wing. Same with Fatty, he's on a left mid. But we'll check Pulisic with the right wing, okay? We bought him for 2,000 coins. So now we go over to the transfer market. We go search Pulisic. And then we go right wing. Be careful. As soon as you change position, any position, then it's going to go off the hunter chemistry style. So you want to make sure that you put it back on so you don't mess up the prices. So we bought him for 2k. I think he sells for about, last time we sold him for about 2.9, so it's not the best. 3.1, so he's gone up in price, so you want to check. So you want to sell him for 3.1k, and that's about 900 coins profit, I think, because of tax as well. Be wary of tax. So then we go back into the other side, and we sell him for 3.1k for an hour, okay? Then we're going to check these prices, but you don't want to see that each one. So let's just head to a spreadsheet really quick. Sorry, it might be a bit glitchy, but this is like my records basically of these are the players that I've sold, like who actually sold. So I know Correa with a striker sold for 17.5k. I know Correa with a different position change sold for 17.75k. Zielinski with a cam sold for 3.5k, and with a position change sold for 3.9k and 3.7k. Muriel, striker, set 4.3k. That's it. We've got a lot of Danjumas, but Danjuma goes for around the same price for each position, so it doesn't really matter. Nunes, 10.75k with a striker, 11.25k with a left wing or other position change. Same, yeah, no, just etc. etc. Same goes with each one. Look, I mean, look at the difference between Rodrigo here and Rodrigo here. That's how much. I mean, that's not the best example because Rodrigo has gone up in price, so you know it's a bit works in my favour, like, but whatever. I mean, this ignore this because Sestera's gone way up in price. I think because of maybe the SBC, and he's a very favoured left winger in the Prem. But yeah, that's basically. That's what. So I record it, and then I've got it in my head, and then I can keep checking if I forget. And eventually you'll get it in your head. And sometimes what I do is if I've got loads of players on my other side, let's say, if I have 6 players or more, like before this I had 24 players on my other side. So I wrote them all down on right here. Let's say I've got Fatty here, and let's say I would have him with the left wing and left mid. I would put the left mid here, and then I know that's left wing is a default position. So then I'll search Fatty, and I'll search him here, and then also I've got Daka. So I'll search Daka, and then I'll go to the transfer market, search all the players I've got listed here. Let's say I've got Nunes, and then I've got Correa. Let's just say like we have that. Then we go check them after, and we just record the prices down. And if they had a position change, we'd obviously say if they've got a position change or not. So remember. So basically, let's go back onto. Basically, that is that's the filter. And do not forget, if you're on next gen watching this, shadow is a better method. You do make a fraction a bit more, but if you're on old gen, you listen to me. I'm not lying to you. It is not a good filter because your market is so much slower, and there is so much competition on the gold shadow. So you really don't want to do it. But Hunter, there's not as much competition, so you're still getting really good deals all over the place. So yeah, happy days for you. You're making the coins. So that is the video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Go out there and make some coins. Make me proud. See you later.